Hello, welcome back to southern Sweden. For those of you who are new to this channel, we are in the very final stages of a basically 5-year project building a huge recording studio, art centre here in the southern Swedish countryside. Just before Christmas the council came potentially to sign this place off, and they had issues with the spiral staircases, one of which is in the studio and the other of which is just outside the studio. They were basically not very safe. One of the reasons that I look a bit like a chimney sweep right now is because we've just finished doing the first spiral staircase. Maybe I'll show a few sort of tantalizing little clips of that as I'm speaking right now. But this video we are going to fix the second spiral staircase. We have our method figured out. I'll also do a bit of thinking out loud about what it means to be a jack of all trades, something which I've been labelled as many times over the years. So yes, sit back, relax and enjoy some daredevil welding in the middle of a recording studio with a white lino floor. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, please subscribe and let's do this. Yesterday morning I went to the metal shop in the next village along, and they bent for us these pieces of steel into somewhat of a helix. It is definitely a helix. It's not completely exact, but we have learned from doing the first staircase that we can, to some degree, we can kind of bend it into shape as we go. It's a little bit hard, but it's doable. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to, with Elsa's help, start welding on the handrail, basically. You'll see in a second how we do it. Yeah, unfortunately it's not long enough to do it in one go, so we have to join it halfway down. But that wasn't too bad either. Like a lot of these things, it's basically half kind of skill or whatever, and half confidence that you will be able to overcome any challenges that crop up. That was certainly the case on the other side. Just a bit stressful, like how the hell are we going to do this? Nothing's fitting, and just a bit of brute force. I really do look like I look incredibly filthy. Okay, maybe this is the look of a welder. We've also done our very best to protect the floor in here, the aforementioned white vinyl floor. Yeah, we've got a load of these old shelving, shelves, which hopefully will catch most of the sparks. Obviously, doing something like this in a room like this is potentially perilous. Those little sparks can go anywhere. So Elsa, who's up there, is going to be on spark watch, just to kind of keep an eye on things while I do the welding. First step. Yeah. Down feels like.
Can we not put it where it's a bit lower and then add some other bit on there? Like an extra one of these or something?
Just look here.
Yeah.
This is. I think this is a good height. We need to bend this open a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think we need to actually bend it wider.
Yeah.
So, should we go back down? Should we just go down? Like that, maybe. Try it.
I feel like it just got longer, not like wider. Yeah, no, it's weird if it's higher than the other one was.
Come down from upstairs. It should be near the top of that where your hand is.
Yeah.
Shall I just try and do it here?
Yeah.
Somewhere like that, yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So just hold it there. do like we did before. I've been
Yeah.
in and out as we go down.
Yeah.
So here we have, it's much taller than the other side, but it feels good to me. I don't know if it's because it's a narrower staircase or something. That is long side 20 and a half. It's 10 centimetres higher than the other side.
Right.
Okay, we jumped ahead a little bit because it got a bit hairy in the middle here. We had to grind it off because it was slightly, one of these little struts was just slightly not plumb, and when we stood back down here it all looked a bit weird, so I had to grind it off, and I'm glad I did. It wasn't so bad, but yeah, we've made it down to the bottom now, so I'm just going to put in the last little strut and then chop off the excess of this, and then we've got a nice little finishing thing here which we'll have to wait and see what that is. Okay. Okay, not the most beautiful welds in the world, but I can tidy that up later. Phase 1 complete. So yes, jack of all trades. I've never really understood if that is a compliment or if it is something of a put down. I guess jack of all trades refers to someone who is kind of acceptably good at lots of different things, but usually it comes with the little tagline, master of none. I think it's a bit of an unfair combination, even though it sounds kind of snappy. I actually feel that we are kind of in a total golden age for the concept of being able to do something that occurs to you or that you can't afford to pay somebody else to do, and within reason you feel like you can do it yourself, mainly because of YouTube, because of this platform from which I am speaking to you right now. I think this is really the greatest resource in a lot of ways that the human race has ever had. Much better than, you know, what did we have before YouTube? We had encyclopedias, or encyclopediae, is it? We had kind of DIY manuals, we had textbooks, we had that sort of stuff, which, although very kind of comprehensive often, would go out of date and would require a certain commitment in terms of time and going to kind of track down those books. Whereas now, if you want to do something, you can pretty quickly get the basics demonstrated to you. And I know I'm not saying anything new here. I guess it's just a couple of the comments on last week's video, and I get quite a lot of those comments, people being impressed with my skill set and all the different things that I do. But to be honest, I think it's just, I'm just someone who's I'm very interested in how things work. I ended up kind of specializing in recording and making music. That was the thing that I kind of dedicated my life to, like consciously, and I put in the years of learning the craft and getting good at it, I think. Everything else has always been kind of like, I love the word amateur. You know, people use it as a sort of put down these days, but like, I guess it's from Latin, like amare, like to love. Like an amateur is someone who does something for the love of it, and I've always considered myself just a kind of total amateur when it comes to all kinds of craft and construction and even electronics, even though I'm kind of shit at electronics, and I suspect I always will be, because I know I don't have that kind of brain. It doesn't stop me trying, because I just fantasize about being good at it. So I guess there are probably going to be people watching this who think, oh, you know, I'm never going to be able to do this or that, or I could never build something like this, or I could never do welding. If only I could do welding. Like I don't really know what I'm doing with welding. When Ferdy first came here, he's the guy that built the original spiral staircase, the kind of first incarnation of them. He said he had some welding experience, which made my ears prick up. And I think watching him a little bit, I realized, well, he's kind of still learning too, and I think both of us did quite a lot of YouTube watching, and it's just one of those things that you kind of figure out, and you can, I mean, obviously there are safety concerns and things, but you can find those out on YouTube, and if you just remember to kind of stay calm. At the beginning of this video, I talked about when we did the first spiral staircase modifications. Yeah, it was a bit of a challenge. It felt a little impossible at times, and I think I was starting to kind of lose my rag a little bit with it. But I had Elsa there, who she just kept calm the whole time. I guess she wasn't really thinking about the welding or anything. She was just thinking, we just need to kind of get this to sort of behave itself so that we can fix it on. And really and truly, most of the places that we live in are built in those kind of ways. You know, it's bolting things together, or like covering things with other things, and we live in quite simple structures, really. I mean, obviously skyscrapers are quite complicated. What am I trying to say with this? Yeah, I keep trying to add these little kind of pearls of wisdom each episode. Let me know if you think this is a good format tweak in the comments. I would just like to say that anybody out there watching this, don't be afraid to try your hand at lots of different things. We don't have to just specialize in one thing in life. We can be interested in, and we can be somewhat proficient in many different things. The only important thing, I believe, is to develop confidence in yourself, in your ability to solve problems and to overcome challenges. I was thinking about it the other day when I was playing pool. I think to get good at pool, you need to believe that you're good at pool. Like, obviously there's kind of physics involved and stuff that you need to get your head around, but ultimately you need that belief. Like you see it when you watch people playing snooker on TV or whatever. It's kind of mind over matter. They are focusing. They are inhabiting their confident place, which allows them to pot balls. They know they can do it if they believe they can do it. And I think you can apply that to anything. If you have to go and build some shelves now, you need to get into the mindset where you know you are going to build these shelves. Nothing's going to stop you. You will do it. And if you're calm and confident, then maybe you won't rush it so much. You'll be able to kind of be objective about it. You'll be able to kind of look calmly at the situation. You will solve the problems calmly, and you will do a much better job. And your confidence levels will go up. And then the next thing you do, your confidence levels will go up again. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Back to the main video. So now we need to do the in-betweens. those are all bent now. This, I mean, this is going to be meaningless to you. This is just me figuring out how long each of these needs to be to fit easily into the openings on the staircase. I've marked on this board here. I've put marks on this board here so that I can just mark on these. I will cut the tips off over there with the angle grinder, and then I will use this wire brush on the grinder just to clean up the ends for welding so that we get nice clean welds. Yeah. Too short, what the fuck? Okay. Too short. Oh. So let's make the B's here. It's 980. It's 980, the whole thing. So if we make the B's 86, and then we redo the A's, at 92, that should still make sense. Fits in so nicely with the stuff upstairs. Much better. Yeah, is it better?
It's better.
It is better, Ferdy. You did an amazing job. Feels good to have contributed to the final thing. So good team effort, man. It just looks finished now, and the stairs just go with the railings at the top. It all kind of looks like it's from the same DNA, you know. We avoided any major disasters. We had one little fire. We had a little tiny bit of blanket caught on fire. I was sort of halfway up, somewhere there, and I just glanced down and I saw a little flame. And so I went down and stamped it out, and yeah, I'm always paranoid that there would be like a little ember just sitting somewhere, but it's been, well, I don't know how long it's been now, more than 24 hours, so I think we're probably okay. Yeah, I might leave this here because I'm gonna tweak the wheels of the gobos maybe tomorrow. Some of them are getting a bit loose, so I think I'm gonna weld on some nuts onto the bottoms of the little legs so that the wheels just are kind of indestructible, because it's sometimes a little wobbly. So I'll do a bit more welding here tomorrow, and then we have some outdoor lighting to do. We have a few more kind of wheelchair related things to do, but very, very few. Like, we're really just down to the very last few bits now. So yeah, it's exciting. Start thinking about some kind of launch party, and you're all invited. Thanks very much for watching all the way to the end. I guess next week, yeah, will be those last few bits, probably to do with lighting. Don't know, maybe I'll make the lanterns. We'll see. You'll have to wait and see. All right, until then, lots of love. Thanks for watching. Look after each other, and I'll see you next time. All right, goodbye.